Okay, so yeah, should be recording now. So, yeah, as you can see, I did manage to pull Orphe and Magus, but I don't really have enough resources to actually get them fully, completely built for now. But I will still be using them, as I imagine they are probably favored in the new Deadly Assault, but we're going to go try that right now. I got pretty lucky with the pool as well. It was fairly early in the video, that's why I didn't record it or anything. Same thing with the Seed M1. Like, if you want to see it. I don't know why I did an extra pool there. As you can see, it's only like 35 pools in, so fairly early, a 50-50 one at that, which is 2 in a row. And if you know my star roll, like, you know that's super rare. But yeah, we're gonna just go to Deadly Assault and focus on that now rather than getting distracted by the pooling. I haven't seen the new Deadly Assault stuff, but I imagine Orphe is gonna get favored. Let's see. We've got Miasmic Fiend, which has a fire resistance, so we're not bringing Orphe there. Electric Ether could bring Orphe, and this one's Ether Anomaly, so you could bring Orphe, but there's not really a reason to bring her into these, which is kind of interesting in and of itself. I mean, Anomaly build-up rate, if we bring, like, Jane to this, should clear perfectly fine. I also, the reason I don't have resources to build Orphe, by the way, is because I've been building my Corrin. Alright, I'm trying to even show. Like, I've been building my Corrin, that's why I don't have any resources for Orphe. Because I wanted to do a video talking about her, but yeah, we're gonna be using Yuzuha, obviously, with Anomaly. We're going to be using Jean, physical weakness, and anomaly build-up rate's good for her. And it's the same thing with Vivian. If you're running Vivian, you can always run Robin. Pretty much no reason not to. So, I'm going to be running that. And I always try to go for an EX special on Yuzuha.
Hit him where it hurts.
And also one on Vivian. Get one. But we did mess it a lot better. So this boss was kind of like released around the same time as Alice. So Anomaly physical agents are really, or I guess physical anomaly agents are really good into this boss specifically.
No escape.
Obviously fills that role. You can also use Piper perfectly fine in this boss, and I want to do a video on Piper as well. I just thought Corrin was kind of a more interesting one just because attack anomaly is a lot harder to like show just because of how heavily contested it is as a class, because there's a bunch of attack anomaly agents. So I wanted to do
Here's a
a
taste
video on
of
her
the
first,
abyss.
or maybe not even a video, but I'll be doing some form of showcase, like a clear with Corrin. Not in Deadly Assault, but in Shield Defense at least for sure. Although I do think you can use them in Deadly Assault, but I'm currently planning on doing it in Shield Defense because it's a lot more neutral than Deadly Assault a lot of the time.
Found your weakness.
Okay, so yeah, we've got to do this thing now, so I'm just gotta swap over to Vivian. I want to try to get rid of all the Miasma we can. So now I'm gonna swap over to Yuzuha. So I'm missing with all these dodges. Okay, and so now just don't need to stand in the middle. Run away from that as far as you can. All you gotta do. That. Now we can go back to the scene. Fiend's got a lot of dodges, so it's really easy to
No
get
escape.
into a boss like this.
Who dares get between me and Lord Phaethon? Let's ride away!
So my gameplay can
The
definitely
final
be optimized quite a lot.
begins now.
So,
Let's make this quick.
You better not get my chest hurt. Enough talk! Let's go!
It won't hurt for long, I promise.
Yeah, as you can see, 20,000
No.
points fairly easily
You're
achieved
the
with
prey.
Jane. Obviously, Alice is going to be a lot stronger than Jane, for being at least for being arguably the best anomaly character in the game, if you kind of consider Miyabi as more of a hybrid
Hit
anomaly
him where it hurts. I'll make it
and
painless.
attack agent, because she kind of is more so than someone like, or at least at higher mind speeds, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of complicated, but yeah, I want to do a video talking about Anomaly too. I have been scripting that one out for a bit, so I'm trying to get some stuff worked on that, but I haven't had too much time to do it this week, so hoping to maybe get it out by next week. So yeah, on to the next one. Got Unknown Corruption Complex. This one we can bring the double attack because we are going to be running a double attack team. I would have ran this team, however, I don't think it's as optimal as like this team, although I'm going to be using Sanbi over Haramasa.
Number 0.
I like using Sanbi more. Yeah, Sanbi is getting buffed next patch. I don't necessarily think that the buffs are the most warranted for Sanbi out of any character. I feel like there are definitely some other characters like Haramasa that could have used the buff a bit more if we're talking about just limited agents or whatever. Because I don't think that they're going to buff non-limited. I messed up on so many dodges.
Let's treat him to that.
I won't say that buffs are like a bad thing overall. I just think that it's kind of better to have them on characters that could actually greatly benefit from the buff, which I don't think that Sandy is in that category of character compared to many others. I don't know. I could be really wrong about that. Curious what people think.
Definitely not my type. Just going a little harder.
Yeah, my seed is M1, so I imagine that my performance will be a little bit better than the average, and everyone here has their signatures as well.
Looks like there's a second round.
Another thing to consider. I'm also not running the most optimal version of this team because I'm using Fufu over Trigger, which I don't even really know if that's the most optimal because I do really like Fufu's crit damage buff in a team like this. Although aftershock damage is really big. It's just you're not really on-fielding Sandy as much as you're on-fielding Seed is the thing, right? So I'm gonna go for the double chain attack, and go to Sandy, and ult. And yeah, you can see we're already at 20,000 points really easily. Which, yeah, I do think even just like a standard Sandy team, like the Sandy team that I like playing, is something like Sandy and Pulchra, and then you can use Shufufu for like a more optimal one, but you can even just use Caesar perfectly fine, and I've used Caesar in previous W perfectly fine and been able to get the full clear. So that's what I mean when I say I don't really think that Sandy necessarily needs the buffs compared to other characters, because there's definitely some other ones that could use a little bit of attention, but I also don't really think that many characters in general really need buffs at the same time. Like, the only ones that I would think need buffs are the non-limited agents, which I don't see getting buffs.
It's your turn to blossom. Current overload.
That's why when I say I don't think characters need buffs, I mean like, I don't think the characters that they would potentially even buff warrant buffs in the current state. But I could be wrong on that. Just in my experience, pretty much every character
Except for still in one piece.
clears content fairly easily. Like, I don't think they're ever buffing like Anton, but I don't think someone like Anton can clear content that easily. Like, you would need a lot of investment. Corin have been able to clear content with her, even in her current state, and she's not fully built for me. I was able to clear the latest sheet of things in my testing, but I'm waiting for the full Corin build before I really do testing for her. So yeah, then next up, we've got... well, I guess I used Jufufu there, and I probably should have used Pulchra instead so that we can save Jufufu for Yishun. But I don't even think Jufufu is like that necessary in Yishun teams either. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab
Your fortune seems pretty good. Like there's no harm in
Yishun
switching things up
plus
from time to time.
Man is iron.
Pan.
I'll protect you from
I mean, that is all you really need. You don't even really need Pan, I could kind of argue, but I'm gonna bring Pulchra as well. Am I gonna bring Pulchra? I mean, she's the only one that it really makes sense to bring here.
Looking for a
Yeah.
payment received.
She's the only one that makes sense.
To work.
Yeah, Yishun is about to be in a really interesting spot in the game's meta with Lucius release. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get Pulchra after this. I did recently get Pan's W engine, but I have not had enough resources to be able to build that either. Like his signature. I've been using Spring's Embrace on Pan. Whatever. I should have held my center button. I'm planning to do a really big tower climb soon, because I've never really done the tower in PvP. Like, I pretty much just did the bare minimum every time that I've done it. But I really want to start pushing for, like, super high scores and stuff in the tower soon. I'm currently on floor 50, but, I mean, I don't know what the actual limit is, but I want to see what my limit in the tower would be. And I'll be primarily using each one in that, because I do think that she's really good in that mode specifically.
It's over now.
Okay, let's go ahead and... okay, they're really at 99% this time. I'm gonna go ahead and ult with Pan, that's why I swapped over to him.
Beg for mercy. Scratch that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and ult with Pulchra as well.
Stay focused.
Obliterate form and spirit. Release. Clarity and impurity cycle. Shift.
I still have the Pan buff. It's fine.
To dust. Swift yet still. Scatter. Your life ends here. Concentrate.
Yeah, there we go. 20k.
Cycle of unity.
it was a little close. This being not really the greatest useful team, of course, so not the most unexpected that it's not doing hyper optimal scores or anything like that, but still, as you can see, perfectly usable because they do kind of counter that boss specifically, so yeah, that's why I said you really only need Pan here. But the thing with Pan is that he's Pan. Like, his buffs are really good for Yishuan specifically, but, like, I don't know. I feel like the Lucia is just going to be really, really strong and works specifically really well with Rupture characters and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like we're going to see Yishuan get a pretty big power spike. And she's also probably going to be rerunning next patch. Or I didn't see the reruns, so I don't know for sure, but and I haven't even seen like the leaks for all the rerun stuff either, but I'm just imagining that she'll probably be rerunning alongside the Squid person just because they usually rerun characters alongside similarly released characters and stuff, like how they're currently rerunning Evelyn alongside Orphe, and they had like the same fire attack status, so kind of the same idea. Yeah, I am pulling for the signature W engine, but I'm imagining I'm probably not going to be getting it. I'm just kind of pulling at it just because I don't really have anything else to pull for at the moment. But yeah, gonna be ending things here for now. We did get our full clear of Deadly Assault, triple S rank, first try on everything too, which is nice. I don't have to go through and edit it. We're top 21%. I can get the score a lot higher from min-maxing stuff. Like I didn't use my Miyabi, for example. Could have used her on like Miasmic Fiend or UCC and been fine. But yeah, gonna end things here for now. Guess I'll see everyone in the next one.